Hello, welcome to my driveway. I'm inside the Volvo.
Flashback.
When I bought this car 2.5 years ago, it was already registered as an electric car. There was a wrap on it. I removed it by now. The batteries were not in the car. They were all removed. This is the old inverter and setup. I could not find anything to do a diagnostics on this system. These are the original batteries. I had a lot of spare cells with it, but most of the cells were broken. So I dismantled all the batteries, removed the broken cells and made with half of the cells new batteries. So I have the original voltage. I also connected all the original BMSs and I connected everything to the car as I thought that it should work. I was told that the car should work with the original systems, only the batteries had to be balanced and put back together. But obviously nothing worked. It did nothing.
And today I'm going to keep on working, just like in the previous video, to get the car ready for its checkup. Here in the Netherlands we have the APK, it's the MOT in England. That's an annual checkup for safety, so it has to be done before I can legally drive this car on the road. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to address, the power steering has to work, and you don't want to drive this car without power steering. It's an electronic power steering. I have the original pump in it. It wasn't in it when I bought the car, but I have bought an original one that's in. But it has to be turned on. What I've done, I've tried other things to get it working, but that did not work out. So for the temporary solution, I have this relay. Car is on contact, power goes directly to the little box. And when I start the car, I have a constant 12 volt that is breaking the contact, so power is cut to the box and the power steering kicks in. You can see I have it on contact. Power steering is not working yet, but now when I start the car, you can hear the relay and it's off. It's also rebooting everything over there, but that does not matter. But now I have power steering.
Flashback.
At first I wanted to reuse the old motor and inverter. I put in a brainboard from the Open Inverter forum. I got everything connected. I had put in some new current sensors because the old ones did not work with the brainboard. I had to put in some step-up converters for the IGBT controllers. And I even got the wheel spinning. But it was not with the field-oriented control. I put in the batteries because they were in the way. I had connected wires to every battery so I can balance and charge them separate. I had built this to see the voltage of each battery, and I can also see the temperature of each battery. Next, I removed the motor. I wanted to find out what kind of encoder was in it, and it was a whole type of sensor, and that cannot work with the brainboard. I put in a magnet and a solver chip. And the chip worked. I even got the wheels spinning, but every time I retried the same settings, I got different results. So this was not going to work. So I decided to get the motor out and look for another solution. Now when using the regen brakes, you obviously want the brake lights to go on and the zombified can turn them on. So I connect the pin to the pin out for the 12 volt and that goes to the brake light switch. I've put in a diode
so when you brake, the power does not go back into the output pin. I don't know if it's necessary, but better safe than sorry. So I just have to cut this wire, put this one in, and then I'll check whether I have the diode the right way around, so power can go from the zombified to the brake pedal switch, but not from the brake pedal switch to the zombie. I have some power. When I hit the brakes, I have 12 volts. This is on the regular brake cable. When I go to the region brake cable, it's now connected to the region brake. Stay around 0. Nothing happens. That's what we want. You already know it. I have to check the footage. The fuse box is all finished. I had bought a new second-hand one, so I could use the bottom, and the cover was also a lot better. So now it's nice in place. This fuse box is also now in place. It's a 3D printed bottom, so I had enough space for the wiring, but it's a bit loose, so I don't know yet what I'm going to do with it. For now I leave it like this. In the end I hope to remove this one and reuse all the relays and fuses that are in this one, but that's not for now. The only thing now that's missing is the battery, so let's put in the battery.
First the plastic bottom goes in. Then I can put on it the battery, but the battery is not big enough to get inside the clamp, so I had made a 3D printed block so it would fit exactly and it's nice clamped in place. And the rest of the casing goes on it, and I can reconnect the battery to the car.
And I have another problem with the car. I was charging all the 11 batteries to the same voltage, so I could use the onboard charger to charge the pack full. But on battery 7, one of the cells gave no signal to my charger. It's this battery, battery 7. The wire is giving a voltage, but the same as the one before or after, just how you, depends on how you look. So I think the cells are broken, so I'm going to remove battery number 7. .6 volts, 0 volts. Are these two cells? Are they swollen? Yeah, they're definitely swollen. Now, let's change out those cells and then we can get back to charging them.
When I was connecting the batteries into the car, I found out this one was reversed, so I had it at the last minute flipped around, and I've made a special battery out of it, and it turned out I did not torque down the screws enough. They were quite loose, so that's probably the reason why this cell failed. You can see they're kind of blown up.
This one isn't, but minus at the top, minus at the top. Battery 7 is back in. I have now battery 7 connected to the 8S charger. It's now been balanced within 0.02 of a volt, so that's fine. So now I can use the leaf charger to charge the whole pack up. Now it's time to start driving towards the garage. So this is the first time on the public road and we'll see if this car will drive. I'm a bit nervous because it's the first time on the road with this car. It's driving nice and smooth. It has decent power. No strange rattles or anything, and I have no strange things on the dashboard, so the ABS light is not burning or anything like that, so brakes are working. It's been quite a journey to get this far. From the moment I decided to get rid of the old motor and start with the leaf stack, a lot has happened.
Flashback.
First I wanted the motor to get running from the systems of the car. So I hook up the high voltage and the connectors. Start up the vehicle. And it's spinning. So the zombified with the leaf stack works. Now it's time to modify the existing motor frame. I welded in some new brackets that matched up with the leaf stack. I did some welding inside the car so I was sure it would fit. And after a little painting, it was time to get the motor inside the car. It fits like a glove. I had the company made some drive shafts. And when the drive shafts were in place, the car was able to drive. Next was to get the charge port on the car and working. The heater went back in, together with the cooling of the motor. And with some new tires and a lot of other things, the car was as far as we're now. Now, the last inspection of this car was in 2016, so since 2018 it was not allowed on the road anymore, but today it passed its inspection, so now I'm allowed to drive it on the road, so I'm happy with it, and we can now use the car and look what we're going to do further with it. But as far as it's now, it's driving great, so I think I will do a lot more to this car to make it usable as a daily driver. But that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.